Hello?
Hello? Oh, I see you.
Okay. I had to start Skype again. I don't know what's wrong with Skype. Skype is stupid. I don't know how they have a business. I really don't. It
But
never
the
works.
video is pretty good, much better than Hangouts.
All I know is when I have lessons, I'm like, can you hear me? Hello? Hello? The student's like, teacher, are you there? Are you there? Skype just doesn't work. Have you ever seen television shows where they're like, we're talking to this army man um, via Skype. We're using the latest technology. We're going to talk to him via Skype. Hello, Trooper Anderson, can you hear me? Nothing on television. On
Really?
television, Skype never works. It doesn't work in real life. It doesn't work on television.
Uh,
It just doesn't work.
it's a better investment.
It's horrible. It's horrible. The only reason they have a business is they're the only ones who do this. That's the only reason they have a business. It's ridiculous. Okay, so let's go to your book,
Look, 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 look.
and I have to get the right one.
Oh, yeah, I found. Yep,
Yeah, I have a lot of English books. We're using grammar.
the grammar plan book, parts of speech. It's
Oh, is that what we're
pink,
using?
pink, and yellow and green.
Oh, okay. I was thinking of the wrong one. Hold on one second for me. That's a really good one for you to start with. Okay, got it. And okay, so here's what's going to happen. This book gives you a lot of simple information that's going to be really easy for you. We are going to review everything, and if it's just too easy for you, then we will move along quickly. But we need to review everything to make sure that you know all of these little things. Okay, Dmitry, 430 2014. Grammar lesson. Which book is the grammar plan book one? Okay, so we are starting with page 5 is the first page where you have an exercise.
It's
So let's go.
five. Uh,
And it's 5 in the PDF, not a, not the
okay.
page in the book. It's the
Is
PDF
the
page.
okay?
Okay, so the first thing that I like for you guys to learn is what is a noun? You really need to have this in your head. Like it needs to be, in English, we say second nature. What is a noun? A noun is a person, a place, or a thing. A person, a place, or a thing. And I'm going to ask you that for the next 2 weeks, maybe more. What is a noun? I want you to picture a person. I want you to picture a place, and I want you to picture a thing. You really need to be able to identify nouns because that's how you know when to use articles. That's how you know when to use adjectives. That's how you know when to use adverbs. It all
Mhm.
starts with a noun. Okay, so Dimitri, what is a noun?
It's a people or place or thing.
Okay, so you want to make sure that mm, you guys don't do singular and plural in Russian.
Oop. Why? Ah, yes, yes, we. Yes. Yep. A noun is a person, a place, or a thing, or a thing. Ah, yeah.
Say three things. Three things. A person, place, or thing. Say three things in Russian.
Mm,
Say cat, dog, house.
Кошка, собака, дом.
Okay. Now say a cat, a dog, a house. Just put the word in front of it and say Russian.
Э,
Yeah.
Кошка,
Uh-huh.
собака, дом.
How weird does that sound to you?
Yeah, it's very weird.
Okay. It sounds that weird to me when you leave it out of English.
Yeah, I understood, understood. It's a common mistake because in Russian we haven't articles at all.
I know, I know. What I'm trying to do is help you to get, I'm trying to help you get a feel for articles, not just put it in your head. You need to have a feel for articles. I want you to, when you speak English, I want it to feel natural to use articles. If you leave the article out, I want you to feel uncomfortable just like I feel uncomfortable.
Hmm.
I want you to see how uncomfortable it feels when you leave the article out.
Hmm.
So when you say a cat, a dog, a house in Russian, you're looking at me like I'm crazy. Well, I'm looking at you like you're crazy when you leave the articles out. I want you to get that uncomfortable feeling because that's what it's like when there is no article. So, what I want you to do again is read this sentence for me.
A noun is a person, a place,
What?
or what? Where?
I spelled something
Oh,
wrong.
it's
Go
no
ahead.
problem. A noun is a person, a place, or a thing.
Right. Say it again, please.
A noun is a person, a place, or a thing.
Right. You want to memorize this, and I want it to be really common for you because English grammar starts with knowing what a noun is. You can't build anything else unless you know what a noun is in English. And the thing that I've been surprised to find out is nouns can be different in different languages. The subjects of a sentence can be different in different languages. I was very surprised to find that. Like the subject, the man is in the house.
Hmm.
So man is the main thing that we're talking about in the sentence.
Yeah.
So it is the subject. The thing we are talking about is the house. The man is doing something with the house. So the house becomes the object.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You're looking at me kind of strange. I don't know what that means. Do you
Yeah,
understand?
yeah,
Do you
yeah.
already know
I'm
this?
understanding.
Okay. Okay. So, because I don't understand Russian grammar, um, you will have to tell me if something is new for you. Subjects and objects can be different in Korean and in Farsi. I didn't know that. I just didn't know that. I thought we were all talking about the same thing, but sometimes we're not. So, if anything is new or different or confusing, you'll have to let me know. Okay, so let's go back to the book. Now let's do the plural version. So, what is a noun? A noun is a person, a place, or a thing. Let's make this plural. What are nouns?
Persons,
Now make everything,
place, things.
type it for me. Use a full sentence.
Mm, mhm.
Dmitry. Uh-oh.
Oops.
It says the connection is bad. I'm going to close the camera.
Oh, it's sad. Yeah, yeah,
Okay, so the question is plural.
yes.
What are
Ah,
nouns?
mm.
Nouns
Yeah,
are people, places, or things. And we don't say persons. Um Persons is a very formal term for us. It's a word, but you will hear like a lawyer or a policeman or a politician say, you know, persons who fit this description. It's more formal. It's like a news reporter talking.
mm-hmm,
So we don't say persons, we always say people in regular sentences
mm-hmm.
or conversations. So nouns are people, places, or things.
Nouns are people, places, or things.
Okay, the reason that this is important and you're getting your first lesson here, it is about nouns, but it's also about singular and plurals. Singular nouns and plural nouns.
Yeah.
You have to make sure that the verb is matching.
In plural form, we don't use articles. Yeah.
Yeah, you have to make sure your verbs are matching. You see, you said a nouns is.
No.
You see what you wrote?
Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. My mistake.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
That's okay. But remember, I'm not trying to fix it in your head. What I'm doing is repeating these small things for you. We will spend a lot of time on these because you need to get a feeling for them. For instance, if you ask a kid in the US, can you say a nouns is? He'll say, no, you can't say that. And if you say why, he'll say, I don't know, you just can't. He doesn't know grammar, but he has a feel for English.
Yeah.
Kids don't know grammar, but they have a feel for English. I'm trying to give you both. I'm trying to teach you grammar, but give you a feel
Yeah.
for the language as well. So when you say a nouns is, I need something inside of you to go, wait a minute, that is not comfortable. You need to have that response inside of yourself. You don't need to read the sentence and have your brain go, what is wrong here? What is wrong? Something inside of you needs to say, this is just not right.
Yeah.
So, whenever you have a plural noun, your verb has to match. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Or if you have a plural verb, then your noun has to match. They go together. Okay. So let's go back to page 5. we are doing singular nouns, and if you will notice, the nouns all have what in front of them? Well, not all of them, but most of them have what in front of them. On page 5, under people, under places, under things, there are examples. The noun is teacher, but it has a word in front of it.
The, I mean,
Right. What is that word called?
article.
Right. I want you to notice that as you're reading. Now, some of them, the next one says, my mother. That's not an article. We'll talk about that later. And then John and England, those don't have articles, but those are special because they are capitalized. You have a big J,
Yeah.
you have a big E, or a capital J, or a capital E. So those are not using articles. But for the most part, these examples do. So please read each one of these under people.
The teacher, my
Mhm.
mother, John, the doctor.
Okay, let me help you um, with these articles.
So,
The plus a consonant, THE plus a consonant is going to sound like the.
mm, mm-hmm,
THE plus a vowel is going to sound like the. Okay, so please read that list again.
the teacher, my
Good.
mother, John, the doctor.
Okay, please keep reading under places.
Uh, the classroom,
Mhm.
the park, England, a department store,
Uh-huh.
a pencil, a car, a cat, a house.
Okay, now when we're reading really slowly, it sounds better to say a.
A,
A department store, a pencil, a car. Mhm.
a department store, a
Mhm.
pencil, a car, a cat, a
Mhm.
house.
Good. When we are reading in sentences and we are reading really slowly, I usually say a, but when I start reading at a regular pace, she said she's going to see a doctor tomorrow. There's no sentence there with the word a, so I just made one up. She said she's going to see a doctor tomorrow. I'll take a can or two. A can or two. When I'm speaking like normal, I usually say but when we're reading very slowly, a sounds more correct for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know. Okay, so let's take a minute and review. We talked about singular and plurals. So, Dmitry, what is a noun?
A noun is a person, a place, or a thing.
A, because we're reading so slowly, a person, oh no, a place, or a thing.
A person, a place, or a thing.
And then when you start to say it a little more quickly, you might say a person, a place, or a thing. That sounds natural. But when you're reading slowly and it's a person, a place, that sounds like you're thinking. When we do like that, what are you doing tomorrow? I'm not sure. So it sounds like you're thinking. Noun, person. It sounds like you're thinking.
Yeah.
Okay, you got it? Okay, I know this is a simple lesson about nouns, but I'm trying to teach you everything that I can along the way. So we did singulars and plurals. We talked about the fact that nouns use what in front of them if they are singular. Nouns have what in front of them?
Nouns have articles on from.
Right. Okay. If Do you know the difference between a definite and an indefinite article? Probably
A,
not.
A and the.
Uh-huh. Which one
Sure.
is definite?
Uh, Definite is the article because uh, the it grows from word this. It was this, and then it became article the, so it singular form, and it definite article.
Oh, okay. Your explanation is a little bit, it's a little complicated. Um, when you think of the definite article, it's this simple. Something specific.
Yeah, but I learned etymology, history of this word to better understanding.
Yeah, but you're still not using it.
Yeah, but when I use, I understand very good.
You're so funny. So
I am.
okay. So, but what you want to remember is when you're talking about something specific, um like if you come home and you say, "Hey, where's the car?" You know which car you're talking about. Your wife knows which car you're talking about. You don't
Yeah.
say, "Hey, where's a car?"
Hmm.
At the store, down the street. They're everywhere. A car is anywhere. But where's the car? Like, where's the car we are paying for? That's what you're asking for. So,
Yep.
where's the car? Um, I need to buy a new car.
Hmm.
Okay? That is indefinite.
Yeah, because it from word one, so one of any
Many.
many. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Very good. Very good. Okay, so you know the difference between definite and indefinite, and you know what they mean and how to use them. We just need to get you to have that feeling so that you start to use them. Okay, let's go to this exercise down here. Circle the nouns in the sentences below. Please read the sentence.
I want to go to uh, the the department store.
Very good. What are the nouns in this sentence, please?
Department store.
Right. I want you to go ahead and put the word the in front of it. The
The
department store.
the department store.
Okay. Now use a full sentence for me. The noun in this sentence is the department store.
The noun in this sentence is the department store. I'm faster.
Oh, good for you. Good. Uh, and I'm trying to give you both of them, the singular and the plural versions.
Hmm.
See that? So the noun in this
Yeah.
sentence is, the nouns in this sentence are,
On the second. Yeah.
anywhere that there's more than one, that there
Yeah.
are more than one. So this seems to be a simple lesson about nouns, but do you see how many things go along with this lesson?
Yeah.
Singulars, plurals, definite articles, indefinite articles, the pronunciation of the articles. There's a lot that goes into a simple lesson about nouns.
a lot of niceties. No, uh, I, nicety,
Oh, are you saying niceties?
niceties.
How do you
Yeah.
use that word?
No,
Uh, I have never used that word in my life. Uh,
small things. How it called?
yeah. Um,
Oh gosh.
a number of
Intr
intricacies,
intricacies.
like intricate things, little things.
Mmm.
Okay, but I want to tell you something. When you said niceties, the pronunciation, this is what I thought you said. This is why I made that face. And I was like, what is he talking?
Sorry.
So I was like, what did he say? Oh, oh my God. Like right now, it's your turn to like laugh. It's like, oh, I keep making mistakes. But I swear to you, whenever I'm doing my language, I say the craziest things. Like I called myself an asshole in Farsi with my Muslim teacher, you know, and
Oh.
I have to wear this thing because he's Muslim, so he's very traditional. So this is me in my class, and I'm like, I am an asshole. But I
Ooh,
said it in
you.
Farsi. It's so funny.
It's great. You have to see a serial of the Big Bang Theory when main hero tried to learn Chinese, and then he goes to Chinese restaurant and trying to argue with Chinese chiefs about food.
I
It's
have
very
never seen
funny.
that show. I have never seen Big Bang
Yes,
Theory.
yes,
Eric, is it
I
good?
shame. It's perfect. I'll send you a link to this particular serial.
Okay, okay, good. The other thing, let me see.
Test.
He
Yes. Sorry, sorry.
Hello?
Oh, yep, yep.
What happened?
It's disappointing. I buy the new headphones. It's not working correctly.
Oh,
It's
were
very
they
sad.
expensive? They look expensive.
Uh, yep, yep. It's
Yeah,
about
they look.
$200.
Okay, these were 100.
Really?
I have never spent 200 on headphones. That is crazy.
It's wireless. It's completely wireless. It's
Oh, does that
radio.
work? Do wireless ones work?
When it's work perfect. But second time, in the middle of our lesson, it stopped working.
Yeah. I was afraid because my mouse is wireless and sometimes I have problems with my mouse, so I was like, no, I'm not getting cordless headphones. That's just too much, so I didn't do that. When it works perfectly.
Perfectly.
Hmm.
What I said?
It works perfect.
Oh, yeah.
And perfect is an adjective. Mm. This trip is perfect. This trip
Yeah,
is
perfect.
perfect. That is your adjective. It works. How does it work? You need an adverb. It works perfectly.
Hmm.
Okay. All right. So I want you to see what he said when he said, I have many tests. He didn't say tests. He said, I have many testes. Use your dictionary and look that word up.
This. Sorry.
This is what my friend said to me during his lesson.
I mean, this is it
Uh-huh.
looks weird.
Look it up. I know, but it's a word. Look it up.
This is
It's testes.
testes.
So this is the way he pronounced it. Yeah,
Ow.
yeah. And again, and again, I'm in my Muslim lesson, okay? I've got my little scarf on and I'm with my Muslim teacher and I'm like, don't look this word up because you will be embarrassed. Look it up later. And he's just on Google. What does it mean? Don't look it up. Don't look it up. So he was so embarrassed. We had to end the lesson. He was so embarrassed over saying I have many testes. I don't care. I really have no doesn't matter to me. But he was so embarrassed and so now he doesn't say tests. He says I have many exams.
Yeah, it's it's clever, clever.
Oh God. Okay, so sentence number two. The doctor and the teacher are in the car.
The doctor and the teacher are in the car. The nouns in this sentence is the doctor
Did you hear what
and
you said?
what?
Did you hear what you said? The nouns in the sentence is.
Oh, I said oh damn. Sorry, sorry.
That's okay.
The nouns in this sentence are the doctor and the teacher and the car.
Exactly.
All the sentence are nouns.
But do you see, you will start to see English sentences differently because we will work on nouns for the next 3 weeks at least. So when you look at English sentences, your brain is going to help you to understand what's happening. It's like you start learning the way a native speaker does. The first thing that we do as kids is we go, water, water. That means I want water, but we don't know how to say the whole sentence. We say food, food. And then the person who's helping us says, I want water. I want water. So the first thing that we do when we are speaking language is we learn what we are talking about. A noun. What is this? What is that?
It's in Russian school. Oh, the children have to raise their hand
Oh,
when we have
like
we have question. No, I- say this okay?
Dmitry, you have a question?
Yeah, teacher. Water. It's not a noun. It's not a thing. It's not a singular. Yes, yes. Okay, I have no question.
Oh, no, no, no,
Yeah, yeah,
no.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, you know
It's not
what?
countable. Yes, 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 yes,
Exactly.
yes, yes.
Exactly. Who's
I'm
that?
a kind of slowpoke sometimes.
No, no, no. It's fine. It's fine. And I think it's good when you have questions like that because one, if I make a mistake, then I need to fix it. But two, if there's a lesson for you to learn there, or three, you remember, you answer yourself. No, that's absolutely fine. Yeah. So, some water. I want some water would be the correct sentence. But the first thing you do in any language is you figure out what you're talking about. That's the first thing. And then you build on top of that. So, what you are going to do is start learning English the way a native does. We know nouns. What is it that I'm talking about? That's the subject of the sentence. The thing that I want, the thing that I need, the thing I'm talking about. And then, along with that thing, that noun, which is the subject of the sentence, I need to add an article. I want you to get a feel for both of those.
Hmm.
And then if that noun is singular, the verb needs to match. If the noun is plural, the verb needs to match.
Hmm.
You know what? You have your English is really good and you understand a lot. You understand like basically everything. It's just when you structure your own sentences that it sounds like, oh, well, maybe he doesn't understand English so well because he's making little mistakes. But no, you understand English very, very well. You're just making little mistakes. When we fix those little mistakes, your English will be excellent.
Great.
Okay, number three. Please read.
This is a big book in the classroom.
Can you read that again?
There is a big book in the classroom.
Yeah, you fixed it. The first time you
There,
said theys.
there is
Theys. See what I typed?
no.
That was the pronunciation the first time. There's. There is a big book in the classroom.
Yeah, it's because I have been thinking about my tone key when I say R sound in there.
Oh, I see. You're thinking about a lot, aren't you? Okay. All right. Okay. So what is the noun in this sentence, or what are the nouns in this sentence?
The nouns in this sentence are be a big book and the classroom.
Excellent. Good job. Okay. Now there are two nouns in the sentence, but that verb is singular.
Yes, because the
Subject.
yeah subject, but the so the subject is a big book, and the object is the classroom.
Exactly. Perfect. Good job. Got it. You got it. Okay, number four.
My cat likes to sit on the bed.
Be careful with your short I, not seat.
Sit, sit,
Huh?
sit on the bed.
Uh-huh. What are the nouns in this sentence, or what is the noun in this sentence?
The nouns in the sentence are my cat and the bed.
Right. Let's not say my cat. Let's just say
A,
cat.
a cat. Or
Just cat. Just say cat.
why?
Because what I'm trying to get you to do is use I'm trying to get you to use the noun the way they're using it in the sentence.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes it will be a cat, sometimes it will be the cat, and sometimes it will just be cat.
Mm-hmm.
My is a proper, it's a pronoun. My, yours, his, theirs, ours. And we're not talking about those yet. So the noun in the sentence is actually just cat here
Mm-hmm.
and the bed.
Mm-hmm.
What I'm trying to do is get your brain to see how we use nouns in sentences. Sometimes there's an article, sometimes there isn't. I want you to start to see the pattern.
Yeah, and currently for me, it's quite difficult to understood when I have to use articles and when I have not.
I know what we are doing right now is just getting you to see them, but the exercises for nouns, that's why I like this book. The noun exercises go all the way through page 12. They are going to help you understand nouns a lot better and articles. They are going to help you. So right now the main thing is just to notice the articles, to notice I'm sorry, the nouns, and then to notice, oh, that one doesn't have an article. That one does. and we will start talking about it later. But just by way of explanation for this one, you can't say my the cat.
Mm-hmm.
You can't do that. Since this noun has a pronoun, you don't use an article. My the cat. My
Yeah.
a cat. You can't use
Yes.
right.
So
So since
yes, I hear
exactly.
this incorrect.
You've heard people say that. Oh, you hear that it's incorrect.
Yes.
Good. That's really good. So that's easy. You actually know that. I mean, you know that you can't use my, yours, his, and a and the and some. You can't use those words together.
Yeah.
Okay. Why are we saying the bed and not a bed?
I think because here we're talking about a particular bed in particular apartments where
Right,
I live with my cat.
right. We are talking about.
What I said?
We talking about.
Oh,
It's okay.
you know, um, uh, previously, maybe
You're
last year, uh, when I talk in English, firstly I think, construct all sentence in my head, and then talk it, then said. And currently I'm not thinking about a sentence. I just saying, so it's I'm sometimes it very incorrect.
That's okay. That's okay. We can fix it because the more what I'm doing right now is I'm correcting you. Here's the process. What you're doing is great, honestly. You might be upset that you're making mistakes, but you will not make these same mistakes for another 2 months. Over the next 2 months, you're going to fix these mistakes and we will move to some new things. But here's what's going to happen is I'm going to correct you. Okay? Then I stop correcting you and I say, Dmitry, what did you say? How can you fix that? And then you go, oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Then the
Yeah.
next step is I look at you and then you say, what did I do wrong? Oh, that's what I said. So right now I'm correcting you, but soon I will stop correcting you and you will start correcting yourself. Soon you will correct yourself when I am not here. When you are speaking English normally, you will just start correcting yourself. Your brain will help you. Yeah, so don't worry. Within 2 months, all of the things that we're talking about, all of them, the singulars, the plurals, the verbs, matching the subjects, all of these things you should have worked out in 2 to 3 months. And then we will move on to some other things.
Okay, great.
Yeah. Okay, let's see. And you're exactly right about the cat. We're talking about a specific bed in a specific flat or apartment. All right, number 5. Please read that sentence.
Not particular. It's
What?
it's it's not I use word particular.
Oh, no, 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 no. Specific. You need to use that word.
Why? It's
Let me think of how we use the word particular. Um,
oh,
I would say technically they mean the same thing,
yeah.
but when we are talking about nouns, we just seem to always use the word specific. So, like if we're talking about a conversation, if we're in a conversation, and I say, um, Dimitri, do you want any of these cars, or is there a particular car that you have in mind? Particular means the same thing as specific.
Mm-hmm.
But in language settings with grammar, I've never heard anyone use the word particular for some reason. It means the same thing, but
Mm,
specific is better.
specific. Okay.
Hmm.
Specific. I have to remember it. Okay.
Okay.
Number 5.
Yep.
My house is in England.
What are the nouns in this sentence?
The the nouns in this sentence are house and England.
Good for you. Excellent. Good. Number 6, please.
I want to buy some medicine. Medicine? I think the noun in the sentence is medicine.
Right. We are using some instead of a or the because medicine is
Uncountable.
non-countable.
Non-countable. Uncountable is not correct form, yeah?
Oh God. Did I write that? Did I write uncountable? No, I wrote non. Okay, so this is really confusing. Non-countable and uncountable are both words.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, it's very strange. It's weird. Okay, non-countable you only use when you're talking about nouns. This is a non-countable noun.
Mm-hmm.
Everything else we would say uncountable. I don't know why. But here's the good
Okay.
news. Here's the good news. I have never used the word uncountable in my life. It's a word, but I've never used it. Because what I would normally say is I would say there are just too many to count. I don't
Yeah,
say
it's
they are
much more
uncountable.
natural. Yes.
Exactly, exactly. So the good news, kind of, is that non-countable and uncountable are both words in English. But usually the only one that you will be using is non-countable, and that's only when you're talking about nouns that you can't count.
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry about the word uncountable. I've never used it in my life.
I've got it.
Okay, good.
Number 7.
Number 7. Uh-huh.
You can see animals in a zoo.
Good.
The nouns in this sentence are animals and a zoo.
Good. Perfect.
Yeah, animals belong. Okay, got it. And the last one. Hi Elle, your dress is very cute. The nouns in this sentences
Try again. Sentences is plural. This is singular.
in sentences in
These sentences. Let me show you.
these sentences. Yes. The nouns in these sentences
Mm-hmm.
are L
Mm-hmm.
because it name and dress because it dress.
Because it's a thing.
Yeah.
And we don't use an article because we are using this pronoun, your dress.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think you know more about articles. But you watch television, you listen to news and stuff. Like you know how we're using the language. You're just not using it yourself. But once you
Yeah.
understand the rules a little better, you will use English just like we do. I'm sure of it.
Exactly.
Okay, so let us do a review. And let me tell you, the first 2 or 3 pages in this book we spend a lot of time on. But once you get past the first 2 or 3 pages, we move a lot more quickly because in these first pages, we're talking about singulars and plurals. We're talking about articles. Sometimes we talk about adjectives. I don't think you need that so much right now. Um, Subject verb agreement. Do you know what that means?
No.
The cat. Sorry, because I will use that a lot.
Agreement.
Subject verb agreement. The subject of the sentence and the verb matching tenses. The tense matching the subject of the verb. This sentence does not have subject verb agreement. The cars is nice. The subject is cars.
Yeah.
The verb is. This sentence does not have subject verb agreement.
The cars are nice because
Hmm?
not the cars, maybe a cars, or just cars. Cars are nice. Or if it's specific cars, particular cars. The
I'm
cars.
trying to get there you go. So the cars is nice. This sentence does not have subject verb agreement. The subject is cars, the verb is. They don't match.
Mm-hmm.
So there is no agreement here. That is what we're saying. They don't match. But the grammatical term is subject verb agreement. So I will use that a lot. The cars are nice. Ah, this sentence does have subject verb agreement.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I got it now.
Okay. So it's the same thing we were talking about before, but I'm just using the grammatical term with you. Okay, so we did page 1. Let me write this in your notes. Okay. Or page 5, I'm sorry. Page 5. And we talked about articles, subject, verb, agreement, the, and the, and definite and indefinite articles, and countable and non-countable nouns. You learned a lot in that one page. We reviewed a lot, rather. Okay, so what is a noun?
The noun is
My article is a. What is a noun? I'm asking you for the definition.
a noun.
What is a noun?
A noun is a person, a place, or a thing.
Excellent. Make sure you say or a thing.
Or a thing.
Huh? What are nouns?
A nouns is nouns are persons, place, or things.
Nouns are people,
Are people. Yeah.
places,
People, places,
or
things.
things.
Yeah.
That's okay. You will repeat it several more times and you'll get it. You'll get it. Good job.
Great.
Okay, you have any questions?
No.
Well, I want to tell you, I'm so glad that you guys have started to ask for grammar lessons because what I'm noticing is a lot of students are coming to me for pronunciation and they are learning grammar with teachers from their own native language. So I have a student from Poland who has been studying with a Polish teacher to teach him English grammar. What the hell? Who does that? Does he have a doctorate in English? That's the only way you should be studying English with someone who's not American.
Yep.
I don't get it. Like, I would
Totally,
never go to
totally.
an American and say, please teach me Russian. Get your life! No way. I would never do that.
Yep.
They are not going to get it right.
Agree,
I don't care
agree.
how good they are.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I'm starting to notice that my students are not improving with their grammar. So with the new website that I'm building, I'm going to build in grammar services as well.
Hmm.
And
Great.
it's because so many students over the past year have asked me to help them with grammar as well. Um, and I was thinking, no, I don't want to do that. I don't like it. But I realized I don't like the way people teach grammar in schools. But if I can get you to write an essay, and if I see exactly what you need, then it's fun to teach you grammar. Not to teach you out of a book and say, today we will do pages 5 through
Oh, no, no,
15.
no, no.
You
It's
know?
not working. It's not working.
Right. So what I'm doing is I'm assessing each student and I see what each student needs.
Mhm.
Then we do grammar, and grammar is a lot of fun like that. So I'm
That's
really enjoying. I'm
interesting.
glad that you guys have asked for grammar. It's a lot of fun. It's much more fun than I thought it would be. So,
Great.
all right, so I will see you tomorrow for more pronunciation.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
take care.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye.